is a Xhosa word for the wisdom dish. A Xhosa man must eat in a dish, not in a plate. And we must respect the elderly belongings. No one must eat on his father's dish. No one must drink on his father's cup. That's what it means. This is a community center built by the government as the way of giving back to the community, the senior citizens. So government builds this community center so that kids can acquire some skills. In most time, black people were not allowed to do computer in school, to do maths, physics. They were only allowed on domestic education. They were only taught how to sew, how to cook, how to do the laundry, how to work in a garden, so that when they grow up, they will work as domestic. They will work on.
We're in a community center that was being converted, built by converted containers basically. You see here. Here, just in Cape Town.
So even those pellets were also donated. That's why we do
exchange students and donations created this basically place for performing arts and stuff. Part of the community center.
From this ground.
Well done.
Well, yeah. You know what? You have to hit it on the side, not here. Did that work?
It's a local African instrument here.
Well, maybe not.
Made right here in the local area. Wow. This is all so cool. Man, I just wish you could just experience the culture. That's the big bass. Wow. Sounds like that's a war drum. This is the part of Cape Town that you're not going to see on anybody's national tour guide or anything. These people are still temporary housing that's been lasting for 10 years. As you can tell, these are shipping containers. Similar to the ones we saw at the Civic Center. I got some regular buildings, of course, but some of these people actually live in these shipping containers. They do not have running water or electricity, and yet this is where they live. You can still see some of the artwork, though. They may not be happy here, but right now it's the best they can do. And they have adapted. Perhaps where they were coming from was even worse. I don't know. So these are the victims of apartheid. These people ran out of property years ago, and now it's generations have come along, and they all been living in the same areas. After meeting one of the local chiefs by this church, there's no one in there right now, but I think they're getting ready for a service. But we don't want to go in there and violate any regulations, but you can hear the music. It sounds just like church music, even though we don't understand the language. I don't think that's English. It could be.
Are there people?
No, not right now. Well, somebody's working in there. Yeah. The houses. These people used to be segregated for men only, but now family oriented. It's tough living here. But people do. They have cars. We would see satellite dishes like that one right there, for example. So it may not be great, but it's still something for them.
Okay, or each room in hostel will accommodate plus minus 11 different family members. Only 3 beds inside. Those men will work 2 shifts, the morning and the late or the night shift. Those who work during the day will sleep at night. Those who work at night will sleep during the day. Up until 1960, when the hostels were converted into family homes. Okay, we are now inside, standing in a foyer. This is the commune space. This is everyone's space. Even during the migrant labor time, this space will be shared among the men. They will use the section for cooking purpose, meetings, washings, domestic or dining room. Today, this place is used as a bedroom at night because those 3 beds that used to accommodate 11 different families are now accommodating 3 different families. On the bed, they have small young kids or small kids on the passage, and the older kids live there in the pension grant and also the foster care grants. So that those people who get the grants from government, of which they manage at least to buy electricity and to pay the rent.
And it's 50 rand a month?
No, a month.
A month.
It's 50 rand for the month.
They pay about $5 a month to stay in here, and it's 3 families that stays in this one room.
What do they do?
Unbelievable.
What happens
Okay,
with health care?
each township, even this township, has its own primary health care. There's a primary health care that they go whenever there's any sickness.
Any charge for that?
It's for free, yes.